Right, I'm gonna put this court into session. So this is gonna be a small claims court. There's not really any type of way you orchestrate a small claims court. It's kind of judge's discretion, and we just kind of go along with things. Right now we're gonna have Mr. Chang versus Steele and Mr. Dell'Anno. Mr. Chang, can you tell me the allegations you're putting toward them?
These two individuals brutally assaulted me and would like payment
And what are you
for
suing
my
for?
suffering. $10,000.
Are you suing for $10,000 for pain and suffering, or $10,000 for punitive damages?
Punitive damages.
Can you repeat that?
Punitive damages.
Alright, I'm going to assume you said punitive. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
That's,
punitive.
That's track.
Alright.
I don't
Chang,
know what that
tell me what
means.
happened.
Well, me and my detective team approached with a Jordan over there and Kayden across from the hospital to discuss the case. They began to get very, very aggressive, almost foaming from the mouth. Jordan shot me with a taser. And next thing I know, I'm on the ground shaking, and Kayden starts stomping on me, and all these people witnessed it, and they were screaming, embarrassed. Her heels was poking into me. I thought I was gonna die.
It was unbearable to watch!
And luckily, Lucia grabbed me on his shoulder and saved me. And then the heroic Gary Barry showed up and
Yeah.
calmed down the whole situation.
Mr. Chang, can you make
Yes,
sure
sir.
you're yelling?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you need to hear my story again?
I heard it. It was just the officer couldn't hear you.
Okay. Well, I would like him to hear this part. The heroic
Say it again.
Gary Barry showed up and saved the day. He took the prongs, the taser prong. He said, "Oh my God, you poor thing." And he cradled me and made me feel better.
Alright. And Mr. Yuchia, were you there?
I was there.
And in your own
The
words,
events
tell
that
me
I saw
exactly what
unfold
happened.
today are going to
Okay.
keep me up.
Go ahead and tell me the events that's going to keep you up.
Well, Chang showed up to discuss events regarding a case. She was there, foaming at the mouth, ready to attack from the beginning. She's never liked Chang, always had it out for him. Anyways, things got violent quick.
You said things got violent. Can you tell me what this violence is instead of just telling me it's violent?
Well, I witnessed multiple strikes and then I fainted due to how overwhelming it was.
I just said he
You
carried
said you
me out.
witnessed multiple
Honey, stop
strikes,
standing
but
like
multiple strikes from who? Onto who?
Don't stand like that.
Her unto him.
Are you saying she punched him?
Something went down and it was definitely violent.
So you saying that something went down, but you can't really tell me what the something is, but you can definitely say it was violent.
Yeah, I was beginning the feigning process pretty early on under the situation. I couldn't believe that it was happening. But I never want to see it happen to my friend ever again.
I'm so happy you came to and got me out of there. I didn't know what was gonna happen without you.
I had to carry him out of the situation. He was laying on the ground,
me.
shaking, beaten, after I'd fainted.
Alright? Is that all you had to say, Mr. Uchiha?
Yeah. Well, he got tased pretty violently. From what I had to see, I had to pull the prongs out of him. They shocked me as well when I pulled them out.
Is that all you had to say?
That's about it.
Mr. Steele, give me your side of the story, what happened.
Okay, first off, I'm not even sure that's how tasers work. So I don't. Do you just want to give him the video? Yes. Then we can get out. Then we can.
They
leave.
better not use it. We stole
Your
the
Honor,
phone.
we'd like to submit a video that I sent to Jordan. Someone did take my phone away, but luckily I sent it to him before they did that.
Oh my God.
It's a video of Chang punching me in the face.
Here, you can give it to him.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. So, I was towing. I believe that woman with the nasty braids. I was towing her pink Mustang. It was illegally parked. I had asked my lovely fiance over here to video tape me towing it because often these things get brought to the police, and it's really standard procedure for me to get a photo or video of some kind. While she was
That just sucks the fun out of the case.
while she was videotaping it, Chang ran up and punched her in the face.
Your Honor, I did go ahead and email that to you as well.
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
Mr. Chang, I'm looking at this video and I see Miss Dell'Anno recording, and you say stop recording and you punch in the face. Why is that?
Sir, that was already while I was getting attacked. Simple self-defense. Everybody here saw it.
You can see, objection, Your Honor, you can see in the video that there was no attack. In fact, he was speaking
I hate
to a
when they use
woman,
footage,
ran
that's
right up to
lame.
me and punched me in the face.
Emailed it to him before? Like, what the fuck?
What's your objection?
I don't know.
Bullshittery.
All right.
Bullshittery.
All
That's right.
Well, the case is done now, so
Sustained.
there goes the
Okay.
case. The RP's done.
all right, Mr. Dell'Anno, give me your side of the story.
Okay, so I'll start with what happened previously. Jordan and I were riding in a tow truck. We pulled over, attempted to tow a bicycle that was illegally parked, and Chang, Uchiha, and Rami show up. They begin speaking to him, telling him that they have a case
It's
against
like,
him.
yeah,
to
I don't know. That's
assault
kind
him.
of, it's kind
Chang then
of. There's
hits
nothing we can
Jordan
say now,
Steele
so
in
it's
the back
like,
of the
okay.
neck
well,
and paralyzes him.
case is over.
And then Rami proceeds to punch me in the face. I defend myself. He goes down. We all go to the hospital. Afterwards, Jordan and I, after we get out of the hospital, Jordan and I go across the street. So we're checking out the cars across the street, making sure they are not illegally parked. A woman, I believe her name is Freya, I'm not really sure, pulls up because her car was about to get towed because it was illegally parked. She lets Jordan know that she will move it. And then Chang asked her if she wants to open up a case against Jordan or for whatever reason, I'm not really sure what it was. She said yes. That is when I started recording. Chang said something along the lines of, "Don't you fucking record me," came up to me, punched me in the face, to which Jordan took his taser out, and I reacted in self-defense.
We're gonna kill Kayden though for sure.
At no point did I see the
Again.
officer until we were at the hospital. Sorry, my keychain's going off.
Okay. Mr. Chang, you have any witnesses?
Yes, all these people behind me.
Which one would you like to call up first?
I'm Miss Cowan.
Miss Karen, please come up. Karen? Alright, this is a small claims court, so I really don't have to swear you in, so just come up to the stand and, we'll hear what you have to say.
This stand right here?
Yeah, you see where the officer's at? Go toward him.
Oh, okay.
Then go around him, and then come up behind him. There you go. Mr. Chang, ask away.
Cowan, who did you see attacked me brutally? First and foremost.
Well, I did come into the scene a little late, but when I did arrive, all I saw was Mr. Chang on the ground they had 2 tasers. I think I saw both of them with tasers out on him, and she was stomping his head into the ground. It
Now-
seemed very overkill,
Now,
but
would
that
you
is
say
all I saw.
I was unable to move? I was not a threat to anybody as she was stomping on me while I was being tased?
You were incapable
Objection,
of fighting
speculation.
back.
He's asking her to speculate, Brett.
I I am going to overrule that objection, but I am going to rule an objection of leading. Can you rephrase that, Mr. Chang?
Was I incapable of moving due to being tased by these
Objection,
bitches?
speculation.
Hey, you're still doing the same thing, Mr. Chang.
I don't even know what the fuck you're saying, motherfucker. Stop trying to use your little big words and shit. I was tased. Could I not move
Your
while
Honor.
this whore was stomping
Your
on
Honor.
me?
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr.
Honestly.
Lano.
Honestly, I'm gonna let
This
this
is
continue.
outrage.
You
I
guys
know
are
what the-
playing
okay.
your little fucking games, trying to avoid justice with your garbage. You
Your Honor,
speculate,
you're being
you
incredibly
Mr.
speculate,
Chang,
shove it up your ass.
Mr. Chang,
This
I
lady was
understand your
scomping on me
frustration.
brutally.
Mr. Chang, I understand your frustration. I would just like you to ask questions that are in the scope of what you're allowed to ask.
That is completely in
can't
the scope
lead a
of what
question?
I'm allowed to ask.
It isn't. It isn't, because you can't lead the questions, meaning you've already answered it before she can even answer it by leading her to the right direction.
He's making
Or
up
you
words
can't
again.
give her a
blah,
question
blah,
where,
blah.
you
Okay,
can, where
here
you're
we go.
speculating something.
Cowan. What
Ask again.
was I like
Yes.
after I got tased?
You seemed like you were incapable of doing anything besides screaming and laying on the ground. I believe he still had his taser pulled on you, and while she was stomping your head in, and then our wonderful Mr. Uchiha here carried you away, and then I followed to see if you were okay. But yeah, pretty overkill. He wasn't defending himself; he was just laying on the ground, from what I saw.
Well, did that really make such a difference?
It does. I mean, not really, it doesn't, but that's just the way court's done, Mr. Chang, to be honest with you.
All right.
It keep me from saying things to you like, Mr. Chang, after you murdered Miss Dell'Anno, what did you do with her body?
That's way different.
See what I'm saying? I led that. Now, you got any other questions?
No.
All right. The defense have any questions I'd like to have for Miss Karen?
Can we countersue at some point?
Hold on.
Is this when we would do that? I don't know.
You
when
know,
we'd do
I don't
that.
have any questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Miss Karen, you can step down.
I could be of help to you guys.
When
What,
would we
honey? Can we-
countersue, honey?
Honey, afterwards,
Yeah.
honey.
Oh, afterward. Okay. All right.
Yeah, okay.
It's all damaging to my
Can I
business.
bring up
you know?
another
You
witness?
Mr.
did
Chang?
such a
Yes,
great
it is.
job, Karen. Such a
Absolutely.
great
Who would
job.
you like to
I
call up
have
next?
2 more.
Thank you.
Let's bring up Golly Bowie.
Me?
Mr. Golly Bowie, what was my physical status when you arrived to the scene?
Objection, speculation.
Someone's status wouldn't be speculation. We can
fucking
see what's wrong with
bitch.
the person and tell them.
Your Honor, he's still
Overruled.
making remarks. Your Honor. This is laughable at this point. I mean, he's still making remarks. Can we hold him in contempt at some point?
This girl was trying to play games to the justice system.
I'm sorry, are you asking if
Disgraceful.
I can hold him in contempt or if we can hold him in contempt?
I would love to if you would. I mean,
Oh, you would like to hold him in contempt. Oh, I didn't know you were the judge. Well, here, come up. I didn't know you was. Step right on up here and be the judge.
oh, I'm
then.
sorry. I'll just sit here and continuously get called a bitch. That's fine in a court setting, Your Honor.
I mean, you said I had
Mr.
nasty
Chang?
braids, though.
Can you
I never said that.
ask your question?
Jordan did.
Mr. Golly Bowie,
Yes.
as a witness,
Yes.
what did you see when you arrived to the scene?
I arrived at the scene due to 1071 gunshots in progress between in front of Pillbox Hospital. When I arrived on scene, I saw an individual, which was Jordan Steele, with a taser out, and Mr. Chang being carried away by Uchiha Jones and placed in the vehicle and going away.
Now, how do I say this? Well, when you looked me over medically, what did you find?
One second.
By the way, I take back what I said earlier. We still might be in this.
Upon inspection,
RP goes
speaking
on.
with Mr. Chang, I noticed fist marks on his body, as well as 2 prongs located on his person. After speaking with him, I then proceeded to speak with Mr. Steele, and he in fact let me know that he dispensed his taser into Mr. Chang.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That is
no.
all.
Mr. Dell'Anno, you have any questions?
I sure do.
Witness?
I sure do.
Keep
I'm
it
gonna
calm,
approach,
chat.
actually,
Keep it calm.
while I ask him questions.
Okay.
Officer Barry, is
Yes, ma'am.
Officer Barry, what is your current profession?
Keep it nice
Officer.
and chill.
Police officer.
Okay, what's your rank?
Officer.
Okay, how long have you been on the force?
2
Long
years.
time.
2 years. Okay. Now, when exactly did you arrive on scene, and where did you arrive on scene?
Bro, you wanna smoke
I
a
arrived
fucking
on-
joint, waiter?
I arrived on scene right where the calls were located, in front of Pillbox Medical.
Okay, where in front
I-
of Pillbox?
Right after the 1071 across the street.
Hmm. So you arrived at Pillbox Medical in front of it. Where in front of it? Was it at the red line right in front? Was it at
Objection!
the doors? Was it
What
across
is
the street?
that?
What's
I'm
the
asking
objection,
you-
Mr. Chang?
Skip awakens. That's pure skip awaits.
I'm not asking him to skip a weight. I'm
That's
asking him
pure
a direct
other
question.
skip awaits.
What was the question
I'm not
again,
sure that's-
Mr. Dell'Anno? So I can check this
He
objection.
said
What
that
was the
he
question?
arrived at Pillbox Medical. I'm asking him exactly where he pulled up.
Yes, it was Elgin.
That's
it
overruled.
was-
That's a
Hold
fine
on.
question.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Can you?
I'm just gonna randomly call that shit out.
What was the question?
Where exactly did you pull up? Was it in front of the doors? Was it where exactly
Yes,
was it?
I pulled up on Elgin and Swiss. Right. Let me
Mhm.
see. Let me.
Oh,
It
oh,
was
Jackson, that's
Elgin and Swiss Street.
weeding. That is weeding.
Uh,
Pull up
Mr.
at the
Dell'Anno, could you
door.
repeat the question again so I can do the objection?
My question again was where exactly? I still haven't gotten an answer to that.
Yes.
That's
Can you hear me?
overruled. That's not a leading question.
Can you hear
I'm just
me?
gonna call it out right
Is this thing on?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Elgin Avenue, and in between Swiss Street and Integrity Way, across
Mhm.
the street from the hospital, where you individuals were located, parked in front of the hospital.
Okay, and when you first pulled up, what did you see?
I saw an individual, Jordan Steele, with the taser out, and I saw Mr. Chang being carried away by Uchiha Jones, then being driven away by Uchiha Jones. I believe he was driving, or someone was driving. And then Jordan Steele let me know that the individuals that he dispensed his taser on just left. I then pulled him over on Swiss Street just down the road, where Mr. Chang was bandaging himself. And then we discussed about the taser prongs in him and the fist marks on his face, on his person.
Okay, to your knowledge, did he go to the hospital?
He did. After speaking with me, he then proceeded back towards the hospital. And that is when I was speaking with you two. And that is when we had a call about a 1090 in progress at Polito Bank, which is a bank robbery.
Okay, did you see him enter the hospital?
Objection to weeding. That's weeding.
It's not
Mr. Chang,
leading,
that's
I'm
not a
asking you
leading question.
That's so weeding.
I personally did not see him enter the hospital as he was at the doors, as if he checked in and saw a nurse. I am not aware.
Okay. So just to clarify, when you pulled him over on, you said Swiss Street, you did see him using a bandage, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, you are describing fist marks. Exactly where did you see fist marks on his body? Because you said his face, and is that correct?
There was just fist marks on his person. There was just bruises all over.
Okay, but earlier you said it was on his face.
Well, when I looked over his person, I realized there were fist marks. To those
said
locations,
fist
I was
mark
more, focused
and
on the
person.
taser prong.
Okay, so were the fist marks?
Objection, this is
were they not?
irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant.
This man
He is
said
claiming I
face
hit him in the
and
back. The
person.
officer is saying that he saw fist marks on his face.
And
Overruled.
pausing.
So, just to clarify, you did or you did not see fist marks on his face as you previously testified, sir?
Just to clarify, I looked over his person, and there was fist marks on his person, and taser prong.
That is not what I'm asking you. That's not the question. My question is, earlier you said that they were on his face. Now
Objection.
you're saying that they're on his person. So
Harassment.
which is it?
Mr.
I'm
Lano,
asking
you
for
badgering the
clarification.
witness?
I'm not badgering him. I'm trying to. I'm wondering why he's saying it was
Mr.
on his
Lano, I'm
face
going
and
to
now
ask
he's
you
saying
to
it's on
keep the
his
tone
person.
down a little bit, all right?
Okay.
When you
Okay.
question.
Yes, sir. Of course, I can do that. Would you like me to re-ask the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just to clarify, I am wondering why earlier you testified that there was fist marks on his face, and now you are saying that it was on his person. So I need to know exactly which is it, and why you testified earlier that it was on his face.
Ma'am, like I addressed, he had fist marks on his person.
Okay. Do you want me to rephrase the question? Because the question I'm asking is essentially, why did you say it was on his face, but now you're
His
saying it's on his
face is a part of
person?
his person.
Chill out, chat.
Right,
Just
but
RP.
you're arguing that person.
You don't
is-
like somebody,
You're
just
saying that it was on his person, implying that it wasn't his face.
Yeah, man,
whatever.
did he
Just
have
don't-
fist marks?
just don't
Did he have
spread hate.
fist marks on his face? Yes or no?
When I look over an individual, it lets me know that they've been beaten up by fists. It doesn't say
Alright.
where the fist marks are. I'm just letting you know that a face is attached to a body.
Mr.
So
Lano, I think
Okay,
you're
I don't-
going into a realm that can't be answered,
okay.
so let's continue.
Okay. Sure, that makes sense. Okay. So just to clarify, did you see Mr. Chang in any way, shape, or form get assaulted, either with the taser or by somebody else with your own eyes?
I saw him being carried away by
Mhm.
Uchiha Jones.
Okay, so that's a no.
That is I did not see him get assaulted, but Jordan
Okay.
Steele let me know that he deployed his taser onto him, which then was
Okay.
corroborated by the taser prongs in Mr. Chang.
Okay, and did Jordan Steele let you know why he, tased him, or?
When I spoke to Mr. Steele, he indicated that he
She's
deployed his
because
taser.
she's
due
a
to the
lawyer,
fact
that's why
that,
she's-
Mr. Chang hit his fiance.
doing this.
Okay. Did you question anybody else on scene?
Yes, I
Besides
spoke
Chang
to.
and sorry.
I spoke to.
Honestly, this was
Uchiha
more of a
Jones,
fuck around case for
spoke
me.
to,
I didn't think they were gonna
the woman
take
in
it
the
this
yellow,
serious.
Mr. Chang, and Mr. Steele. And upon
Okay.
going to speak to you two in a private setting, we received a
Mhm.
bank robbery.
Okay. Did Mr. Chang tell you about? Did he give you? Did he? Okay. Let me. rephrase this.
Objection.
Did he tell you? Did
What's
he tell
the
you
objection,
who?
Mr. Chang? You can stop right there. What's the objection?
Waiting.
I gotta agree with you, Mr. Lano. You were leading up the get-go there. Could you rephrase it?
Sure. I'm just wondering if Chang let you know who assaulted him.
Yes.
Our first one that was actually right.
He let me
Okay.
know that he was tased by Mr. Steele.
Okay. Is that all he said?
He also said that he was and I phrased, beaten and stomped on by Kayden.
Kayden who?
I'm assuming you.
Okay, so he just
Are
gave you
you
the first name.
Mr. Steele's fiance?
I am. That is correct. I I'm just curious. Did he give you the last name or no?
Objection, Wabblebint.
Can you repeat that question, Mr. Lano, so I can know the objection?
Yeah, I was just asking him if he had given, if Mr. Chang had given the officer the last name of the woman he claims assaulted him.
And how is that relevant?
It's relevant because there's several different people. I mean, I'm just curious to see if you know, Chang assumes that somebody did it.
I'm going to sustain that. I
Uh,
don't see anything relevant. I don't think you even tell me anything relevant. So let's go on to the next question.
Okay. Okay.
Did it work?
After this situation, what did you do? Besides questioning people, you said that you didn't have enough time to question Ms. Dell'Anno, and you said it was due to a bank robbery. But in between that time, what had happened?
In between what time? Excuse me?
So you questioned everybody on scene besides Ms. Dell'Anno, and you said it was because of a bank robbery. But I recall that there was a lengthy conversation between you and Jordan Steele.
Yes.
Okay.
In the process of me speaking with Mr. Steele, he wanted to speak to me in private. Then he began threatening me in order to speak with me in private. He kept telling me to arrest him, detain him. So then I did so, and I detained him, put him into my vehicle. You hopped into the passenger seat of my vehicle, and then as we were about to leave, we got a call for a bank robbery, and I had to undetain Mr. Steele and you.
Okay, and why did Mr. Steele want to speak with you?
Objection. This is a Wabblebint.
I'm going to overrule that. I'm going to overrule that, but I will say it's very speculatory. That it would be very speculatory for Gary Berry here to know why.
Okay, I can rephrase. Did Jordan
Rephrase
Steele?
it, please.
Of course. Did Jordan Steele tell you why he wanted to speak to you?
He did not directly say he wanted to speak to me for a certain reason, but he did say he wanted to speak somewhere in private.
Okay.
I'm assuming it was in regards to everything that's happened today.
Okay. And in your professional opinion, did you feel that Jordan wanted to speak to you in private for
Objection
a reason?
waiting.
Can you ask the question again so I can do the objection, Mr. Lano?
Sure. I asked him, in his professional opinion, did he believe or did he know why Jordan Steele wanted to speak to him in a private? Was he given a reason?
No professional.
Please rephrase it.
Okay. Were you given a reason as to why Jordan Steele wanted to speak to you in private?
No, he just wanted to speak to me in private.
Okay. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gabby, I have a few questions for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
At any time did Mr. Chang call the authorities after he was assaulted?
Let me check the record, sir.
Your Honor, can you repeat the question for my records?
I was asking if there was any time that Mr. Chang notified the authorities.
Okay.
I have a 911
Taco!
call from Jordan Steele. That's after.
I didn't ask about Jordan Steele. I asked about Mr. Chang.
No, sir.
At any time did Mr. Lano notify the authorities?
No, sir.
At any time did Mr. Steele notify the authorities?
Yes, sir.
And what was the call that came in?
Need an officer on scene.
Okay. You may step down. That's a good attempt there. I'll just let you figure that out for a little bit. We're watching you. Keep it going. You good where you at?
Yeah, I'm doing what I understand.
All right. I don't know what you're saying either, but are you all right? Good.
I'm good.
Mr. Chang, you have any other witnesses?
Of course I do. Miss Foyer.
Funny.
Miss Freya, can you step up here?
Yeah. Alright. Alright, I'm ready.
All right. I'm just gonna enjoy this show too. Here we go.
Listen, I'm
Alright.
old, okay? My eyes aren't that
All
great.
right. All right.
That's why,
Here,
Lucia.
ladies and
Pump up
gentlemen.
the crowd.
Let's hear it.
Mr. Chang, please proceed.
Wait. Hi.
Miss Foyer. When you pulled up to the tragic, horrible, terrible,
Objection,
disgusting,
lady.
violent, brutal.
Mr. Chang, please hold on. There's an objection. What's the objection, Mr. Lano?
Leading.
Objection,
gotta
she's
agree with
being
you.
rude. Objection, she's being rude. She's not taking my emotions for consideration.
That's not
I
an
don't need to
objection,
take your
Mr.
emotions
Chang,
into
and you are
consideration.
leading. Can you reword your question?
That is so rude. I do not appreciate that. Oh, what? Foyer.
Yeah.
You arrived to the scene. Oh, the scene of the, incident. What did you say?
Well, I pulled up to my, I walked up to my car to see it almost getting towed. I look over to my right, and I see you, Uchiha, and Karen. Things got real aggressive. Kayden started stomping on you, and then Jordan pulled out a taser.
She completely just got it wrong.
That's all I saw.
Oh my god. That is
Pretty
so
terrifying.
sad to hear. Oh my god, you alright, Foyer?
Oh, Chang, I didn't like
Oh.
seeing them do that to you.
Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. I'm so sorry I had to see that. How do you feel after seeing that?
Horrified.
Oh,
Horrified.
God, are you kidding me? Such a sweet girl,
Mr. Gabay, can
scarred
you
for
go in the
life.
back of my office and get my tissues off the desk?
Yes,
Thank
Your
you,
Honor.
thank you.
Just, can you handle this? Judge, I need a lunch break. I can't handle this.
All
Pretty
right, I'm gonna put the court into a small recess for 5 minutes because I personally have to take a leak too. So, 5-minute recess.
Oh.
Hey, honey, come over here. Come over
What
here.
about the tissues?
Get the tissue.
Can I get some tissues?
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I fell
What's
asleep.
up,
Jordan, come
man?
over here.
What's up,
Jordan,
man?
come over here.
Are you winning? Hey,
Hey,
you
Mr.
winning?
Chavez. I don't know.
Jordan.
Multiple personalities.
You went to
conversation
warrior
going on
school
there.
for no reason. You're getting
Okay.
torn apart.
Yeah, I don't know what the
Like
hell
a
that
rooster
was.
there
I
a
can hear
little bit,
everything.
Yeah, I got no
Guys,
fucking idea.
Lucia, come here.
Fuck was that?
That's horrible.
Taco.
Excuse me. Sorry, my bad. Kind of chunky. Right?
Lucia, we need a game plan.
Excuse me.
Alright? Game plan,
Oh,
Lucia.
God.
You must object to everything she says to throw her off again. Get her doubting herself. Okay?
Quite
We
possibly.
must object
Might be a good
at every
idea.
chance.
Yeah.
What if
I
you
like the
make
sound of
the
that.
judge start to dislike you?
Yeah, they might. Right now, I think
That's
the
when
judge
you
is
ladies
actually in your favor.
Raise your hand and say, Judge, I wanna fuck ya. And that will put us back on track.
Oh, is that good?
Chang,
Oh,
believe it or
again.
not, I actually think the judge is on your side right now.
I think so. That's because my warrior skills are uncomparable.
Look how big your
They're
side
quite
is
good.
compared to hers.
That video, though, that's a tough one.
Yeah, but that's propaganda. And anyways, they have all technology now to do that shit.
You what?
If you ask me, it looks like CG.
Wait, can they prove that was taken from today?
Judge's back. Judge's back. Gotta get back to rep.
All right,
Yeah,
I know it hasn't been
thank you.
5 minutes, but is everyone ready to go?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. There you go.
All right, I'm gonna put this court back in order. Miss Brad, take the stand. If you start crying, Mr. Gabberry will come give you some tissues. I understand this is hard for everyone. Mr. Chang, you can proceed with the questions.
All right. Miss Flyer,
Can you repeat the question if you said anything? Sorry.
what is your mental state after witnessing the incident?
Objection leading.
Chang, what was the question? Let me hit again.
Flyer, what is your mental state after witnessing the incident?
I don't know how that's leading.
Okay.
Overruled.
Sick to my stomach, honestly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Objection. He said mental state. That's a stomach.
No.
I get that, but what's
Terrified.
the
Yeah, what's the point?
Relevance? Hey, relevance, right? Relevance.
No.
Okay.
Overruled.
What do you think?
No.
What would you object
Yikes.
if you were me, Judge?
It's not an objection. That would be a mental note that I would take in my head.
Amateurs.
Jesus.
Alright, well, I'm just trying
You
to...
guys are out of your weird.
Hey, you know what? I will say that you get a golden star for effort. It was really good.
Alright.
Mr. Chang, continue.
All right. After that incident, have you eaten anything at all today?
Objection relevant.
What's the relevance of that, Mr. Chang?
Well, this would show how horrific and violent this tragic event was, that it impacted so greatly this sweet girl. She's sick to her stomach, not eating, rotting away. She could die.
Yeah, that's just not. Her what she ate was.
Yeah,
just
I'm
not
gonna
relevant.
sustain that. Ask another question, Mr. Chang.
Lucia, would you like to ask her a question?
Yes. Now, do you feel that what you saw happen to Mr. Chang was a worthy reaction?
Objection speculation. He's asking her if she felt.
Sustained.
a certain
Rewrite the
way.
question.
Thank you.
Do you feel like
Objection speculation.
Sustained.
wasn't that just really bad?
Could you,
Yeah.
Mr. Chia, don't start your sentence with "you feel." Feelings are speculation.
Wasn't that just fucked up?
Objection.
Yeah. Yeah. It's...
You know what? I'm
That was
gonna
horrible.
overrule that. I'm gonna allow it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, why are
Didn't
you
mean to
going to?
answer.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna allow it. Miss
Okay. Okay.
Miss Freya, was that fucked up?
It was totally fucked up. Is anything like...
Define fucked up, Your Honor. Define fucked up, please.
Well, I mean,
Fucked up
The
could
only
mean
way
several
I-
different things, Your Honor.
like, you know, that's fucked up. You know, like that.
No,
Right.
that's not a definition, sir.
Yeah, but y'all know what it is.
Nope, that's why I'm asking you.
That's fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
So, Your Honor, please don't allow that. For realsies.
Objection,
I'm gonna-
capitulation.
That's quack.
I would,
Capitulation.
I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna allow it.
Fine.
Mr. Chia, can you go on with your next question?
Objection. I believe she's flirting with you, Judge, to get you on her side.
Oh,
That's not objection, Mr. Chang.
Sexual assault.
works sometimes.
That's not objection, Mr. Chang.
Objection.
Okay.
I'm being accused of sexual assault.
Can we get back to
Did I
the
say
question?
objection?
The point
No
of
further
Mr. Lano,
litigation.
questions, Your Honor.
No, we
Mr.
have
Lano,
one
that's
more.
also not objection.
Oh, good.
Miss Freya, I have a couple questions. Wait, it's
One
Mr.
more
Lano's
question.
turn. Yeah, you want to ask a
Alright.
question? Oh, you got
Hold
another
on.
question?
I
Mr.
have a
Chang?
question.
You
Oh,
better
no,
get
well,
back
wait,
at your
let's get-
stand.
Honey,
I have a
honey,
question.
trust me. Trust me, honey.
Let,
No.
let,
No.
let Mr.
Honey,
Chang
no.
ask him.
Honey, trust me.
Hey guys.
Oh my god.
All right, Mr. Chang, what's your question?
Miss Freya, from the incident that you witnessed, what do you think the mental state
Objection.
person-
Speculation.
You better
Mr.
shut
Chang,
your mouth.
That's a speculatory question, Mr. Chang. You can't. You think?
Do you
No,
think
rewind
the
that.
person that was
Yeah,
stopping
still
on me is a
speculating.
psychopath?
I don't know if you can
Mr.
say
Do you
Chang.
think they are sick in the head?
You can't use
Yeah,
think,
well.
Mr. Chang.
Do you think
Say
the
it again
person
without
that
speculating.
brutally attacked me should be sentenced to death?
Objection.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sustain
Oh,
it before
God.
you say it.
Falling apart.
All right.
Oh wait, Jordan,
Can I
let me
go?
That
ask
is
the
all I
question
have
first,
to
please.
ask.
Just wait
No.
until.
All
No,
right.
Jordan. Jordan.
Honey, just trust me. Your Honor, I'd like to
God.
bring attention to you that I'm already standing up here.
Oh,
All
my
right,
God.
I just want to point out that this is not marriage court, so I cannot do
Oh
your
my
divorce
God.
afterwards. Is that
Your Honor,
okay?
I just want to state to the court that if
Understood.
we
Divorce.
lose, Jordan is the one responsible for paying this if he's going to ask this question and it loses me.
All
Objection.
right,
Anyway,
please
continue.
proceed, Mr.
Objection.
Steele. What's the objection, Mr. Chang?
Kayden Dell'Anno and Jordan are fucking each other.
How's
Yeah,
that
so
an
are you and
objection?
Uchiha.
The fiance.
Mr. Steele, ask your question.
Miss Freya, can you state your full name for the court?
I didn't
Freya
say the
Manning.
rest of it. God,
And what is your age?
oh, Andrew.
65.
Miss
I live
Freya,
in
can you can you tell me what you saw?
Okay. I walked up to my car. I saw you trying to tow it, even though
Mm-hmm.
I was able to park there. I thought. Fucking rules
Mhm.
change every day, so I don't know. I
Uh-huh.
looked to my right, and I saw Chang, Karen, Uchiha, and you guys. Shit got aggressive. I didn't
Mhm.
hear anything. I'm by my car. Kayden started stomping on Chang, and you tased him. But I saw.
Miss Freya, how far away were you from this altercation? Do you think, if you had to guess?
I had to guess. I don't know, close enough to see all of it. I mean, you guys weren't far away from me.
Well, if you had to guess.
10
This is
feet.
ballpark. 10 feet.
Objection, sir.
Miss Freya, when you approach the stand,
What's the objection, Mr. Chang?
This is making me sick to my stomach. I can't listen to this story anymore. I'm sorry.
I believe the words you were looking for there was
I'm having
speculation.
PTSD.
And asking her how far it was is definitely speculatory. Can you rewind
Yeah,
the
that's
question?
what I said. Speculation.
okay, well, he didn't say that, so that's kind of weird.
I think
Don't
the
ask
word
it
is
again.
spectacles.
Well, I'll be
Your
honest
Honor,
with
the
you,
question-
It's a
I don't
Watson
understand
word,
90% of the things
speculatory.
he says, so I gotta kind of fill in the blanks.
I gotta assume. Honey, what would I say?
Honey, you would ask her how far away she was. You would not ask her to guess how far away she was.
Oh my God.
Miss Freya, how far away
Objection.
were you from
10
the
feet.
altercation?
Inch
10
west.
feet.
They just call
10
each other
feet.
honey.
Overruled.
Miss Freya, when you approached the stand and you stumbled over the ledge there, did you state that you did that because you have problems with your eyes
Yeah,
when you were about an inch away from it? No further questions, Your
it
Honor.
was glass. So, yeah. Okay, I mean, what?
Objection.
questions.
That's weeding. That's weeding. Problem with your eyes? You son of a bitch. You bastard.
It's an outrage.
Miss Freya.
That's an outrage.
Miss Freya.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said you were about 10 feet away from the situation. You
Yeah.
say that you have problems with your eyes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, what problems do you have?
Oh, objection. Weeding. Problem. Oh my God.
No, she says she has
That's not
problems.
lead,
I'm
Mr.
asking
Chang.
This is-
It's
Thank you.
overruled.
This is abusive.
Overruled.
This poor girl's getting harassed.
So I'll repeat the question. What problems
Mr. Lee, are you
do
here
have with
at the
your eyes?
moment? Are you available?
Who?
Mr. Lee? Mr. Tin Lee?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Can you come translate for me with Mr. Chang? I don't know what the hell he's saying
Yes,
half the
please.
time.
And we need a translator because I have no clue
Very
what the
well,
fuck
sir.
Kayden Dell'Anno sang.
I
Alright,
believe he said badgering the witness.
alright. That's gonna be overruled. That's not really badgering. Continue.
Okay, Miss Freya, what problems do you have with your eyes?
I mean, I actually don't know if I have problems. I never went to a doctor. I didn't see that, so I just said something to kind of, get stuff. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this. I haven't gone to a doctor. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you the reason why. Well, okay, we can skip. So you saw. Let me ask you this then. If you have problems with the eyes, did you see everything clear as day as it
Objection!
happened?
Yes,
What's the objection, Mr. Chang?
Go ahead, say which one it is.
Sorry, just doing my interpretation here.
What's the objection?
Relevance.
That's gonna be relevant. She said she doesn't even know if she has a problem with the fucking eye.
I've never been to a doctor,
Well-
so I don't know.
I mean,
Right.
if she's claiming she
I
has
believe
problems
she's talking about her eyesight, and that's relevant to what she saw. Mr. Lano, you were definitely leading though. Can you reword that question?
Okay, I'll move on. Let me move on. Did you? Okay, let me ask you this. You stated that when you were speaking to Jordan Steele just now, that you saw Mr. Chang being carried by Uchiha, and then you saw me stomp on Mr. Chang.
You say
that
carried? I never said carried. You just said carried. No, I didn't.
You said I saw Uchiha carrying Mr.
I
Chang,
never
and
said
then
that.
I saw.
No.
Your Honor, there's
Your
a
Honor?
40 rolling slowly from the plaintiffs over here. I just want to make it known it did not start over here. I am sober.
Wow. Did you throw a bottle at us?
also-
Did you just throw a fucking bottle at us?
It's over here.
You could have
What'd
fucking
you just
killed
fucking
me.
say?
How would I throw it at you if it's over here, you fucking
Yo,
asshole?
What the fuck, bro? You could have took my head off.
You threw it around, man. Come on now.
It's over here!
Hey,
What the
break it
I
up.
don't see a bottle over there.
This
I see a
isn't
bottle
Jerry
over here.
Springer.
You better stand down, officer.
Whoa,
Alright,
whoa,
well,
you
order
threatening
the
this
court.
fine officer?
Alright, I'm gonna start holding people in contempt and putting them in prison for
Yeah,
9
hear
months
that?
if y'all keep it up.
You guys better fucking behave.
Mr. Lano, ask your question.
My question. Well, the witness is now stating that she never said something she said about 10 minutes ago. So.
Yeah, you probably
I'll
heard
be
someone
honest with
else
you.
say it. I didn't.
I never heard her say it, but then again, I haven't been listening to half this stuff, so go ahead.
All right, I'll move on. Did you witness Mr. Chang hit Kayden?
No.
Okay. It's just that in the video, you are right in front of the incident. You sure?
I was by my car. I
You were-
wasn't right in front of the incident.
Jackson, it's already
In the
answered.
video.
I gotta agree, Mr. Chang, that has pretty much been asked and answered what she saw whenever she was asked what she saw.
I am questioning if the witness is lying because in the video, she was literally about 2 feet away from the incident.
I understand what
Chang
you said.
punching me in the face.
I understand what you think she should have saw if she was in the video, but she's stating that she didn't see that, and you saying that she did see it based off the video is speculation.
Proven
Now
CGI.
continue with another question.
Okay. At the beginning of the video, you can hear audibly Mr.
Somebody just
Chang
blow up a car.
asking you for $500 to open up a case. What was the case for?
I don't know. He just asked me, "Do you want to open up a case?" That's it. There was no.
Objection, no
I mean,
relevance.
if you have the audio, we didn't discuss
Well, what's the
anything.
relevance?
In the video, prior to the video, I had testified that Mr. Chang had walked up to Freya and asked if she wanted to open a case against Jordan or something to that effect. So I was asking if that was basically true.
Is that
Can
true,
I talk?
Miss Freya?
Yeah, he did ask me. Yeah. Details? I don't know what the fuck that means. Open up a case. He looks for like lost dogs and shit. So I don't. He just asked me a question. We didn't discuss anything.
So he asked you if you open up a case, and you just said yes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, if you said that there was no details, why would you want to open up a case without any details? Did you not have a case?
No money was exchanged. It was just a simple yes. Nothing even.
Right.
Nothing's in ink.
No, I know. But what I'm asking is,
Woo!
you claim that you opened up a case, but you didn't know what it was for. You said that you didn't know what it was for. So you wanted to open up a case for what reason?
I just said yes. There was nothing behind it. I just said yes.
Objection
Exactly, and I'm asking you why you would open. Why would you open? Okay.
It is leading, Mr. Lano. Reword the question.
I don't
you're
think it's leading
borderline
at all.
badgering
She's
at this
saying,
What
point.
does it have to do with anything?
well, okay, Your Honor, if I can explain.
This
She is
poor
stating that Mr. Chang walked up to her and said, "Hi, would you like it to open up a case?" And she said yes, and now she's saying that there was no details discussed. So why is she opening up a case for no reason?
Oh
Trying to
God!
say
Equivalent
something.
to a tasing.
Wawa
How was that?
beans.
Can I say something as his assistant?
Go
As
ahead.
his assistant?
Yeah.
Like what?
What's happening?
Very
right now?
often, we ask people if they would like us to hire them, and then they just say yes, and we talk to them later.
Is this
It was
allowed?
For a lot of our
case.
cases.
I can say
I'll
it
be
was a
honest with you,
case
Mr.
of
Steele. This is
illegal
a small
towing.
claims court.
Yes.
Pretty much everything's allowed.
Well, I can
Objection.
move on. I can move.
All right.
It's about as serious as a one-legged man kicking a field goal. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. But we've just been here a while.
The
And...
case
Yeah,
is for
I
illegal
know.
towing.
I know, honey.
you
We're
know.
almost done. We're almost done. Can I just
tow
ask my
wasn't
next
illegal.
question?
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Kane, try to
Okay.
keep your questions. They're try to keep them less confusing. You're confusing
Yeah,
people.
yeah. Sorry.
I
Did
think
you?
you're coming at this from a really hot angle and just kind of keep it soft.
Okay. Did you witness
You're a little
Mr.
hot,
Chang threaten
sweetie.
anyone, Freya?
Sorry. Say that again.
Did you witness Mr. Chang threaten anyone?
No.
Okay. I just want to bring up again that you were very close to our proximity in the video, so you did not witness or
Objection
hear or see him.
reading.
What was the question?
No further questions. It's fine.
All right. Miss Freya, I have a question for you. Did you ever witness Mr. Lano stomping on Mr. Chang?
Mr. Lano? Who?
No. Yeah, Mr. Lano. Did you ever witness her stomping
that-
Mr. Chang?
Yes.
You witnessed her stomping on him laying on the ground.
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any further questions. So you can go ahead and step down. Miss
Oh,
Karen, I
thank
have
you.
a question for you.
I might be fucked as well, but I think Kayden's
Dan?
fucked as well.
You back there?
Yes.
Miss Karen.
Karen?
Yeah.
Karen.
Sorry. What?
Karen.
Did you
Yes.
ever see Mr. Lano stomping on Mr. Chang?
Yeah, that's when I kind of came into the scene.
Simple yes or no.
Yes.
Oh, that's it.
Mr. Chang, you have any other witnesses?
Oh, give my money. Give my fucking money. That is all, sir.
Miss Kayden, now we're going to the defense witnesses. Do you have any witnesses?
Yeah, I'd like to call Jordan Steele.
I'll question
Mr.
Jordan
Steele,
when
can
he
you
goes
step
up.
forward?
I think, can I?
Yeah, I'll try to make this quick. Honey. I'll try to make this quick. Don't worry.
I'm asking about the towing.
Yikes.
Miss Steele.
Yes, sweetie.
Ooh,
A little honey.
Okay.
Little honey nipples.
Stop it, Jordan. Why?
You like that, don't you?
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
Can you just shut up for a second? I'm just trying to.
This is
Okay,
disgusting.
thank you. Why did you tase Mr. Chang?
He punched you.
Okay. Why did he punch me?
I don't know.
Objection reading.
What was the question?
I'm not
I asked
reading
him
anything.
why-
What the fuck is he talking about?
Regulation.
What was
I'm
the question,
asking-
Mr. Lano?
If Jordan knows why
Objection
Miss
speculation.
Chang punched me.
I want to overrule both of those. Ask the question again.
Do you know why Mr. Chang punched?
I believe he shouted something about recording.
Okay. Was I recording him?
You were recording me towing the illegally parked vehicle. It's a sort of protocol.
Okay. Did you witness me stomping on Mr. Chang?
Yeah.
Mr. Leno, why'd you say it in that tone?
I don't know. I was just asking.
Did you see me stomping?
Did you see me stomping on Mr. Chang?
Yes.
Okay. Why was I allegedly doing that?
I believe that you were in fear for your life. Mr. Chang had assaulted us, rather me, right around the corner, not but 15 minutes later. Or earlier, rather. And police response time is spotty at the hospital.
Okay. Was I reacting in self-defense?
Objection reading.
Nope.
Objection.
Was asking him.
Reading.
What's that mean?
That's not a leading question.
That is.
That's a speculatory question, but I'm going to allow it because it's not that speculative.
Self-defense.
I believe you were. Mr. Chang has been a menace to my life for the past few days.
He's been
And
a
if he
menace to your life for the past few days. Jordan Steele, is it true that Mr. Chang stabbed you 20 times and attempted to light you on fire previously?
Irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. Mr. Chang has had it out for my
Objection,
client.
speculation.
For several
Objection,
days.
reading.
There is a police report about it.
Objection,
Chang, are you yelling out every objection there is to hope you nail one of them?
I did nail all of them.
All right. I am going to sustain that to be leading. Reword that, Mr. Lano.
Okay. Have you ever had problems with Chang in the past?
Objection. No wobble banks.
We're gonna be here all night, Your Honor.
What was the question?
What do I do?
If he's ever had problems with Chang in the past.
I'm going to allow that question.
Yeah, 15 minutes prior to this incident, he punched me in the back of the head because someone had opened a case against me.
Okay. Was there any witnesses to that?
You were there. Half of his bench was there. Guy that sounds like Clarkson. I don't know his name.
Okay. Have you ever had any other problems with Mr. Chang?
Yep.
Objection. Speckle wake. A wobble bank. Whatever.
I'm going to overrule that. Also, Mr. Lano, I'd like to point out that Mr. Steele is not your client. You are also being sued. Your co-defendant.
Yep. Yes. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Jordan. What were the other problems that you had?
Well, recently, a few hours earlier, he had taken me into a room and told me that the police were not police. They were from a different country attempting to, quote, put me on a plane, take me to another country, and beat me.
Objection, that was me.
What?
Okay, so he admits to it. That's fine.
Objection, this
That's
man
not
just
a-
right on the stand. He's a fucking liar.
He's
Okay,
not under
Your Honor.
oath, so he's not held under
boys,
perjury.
No, draw it in. There's no evidence of this. Shut up,
There's
Uchi.
no evidence except he
Objection,
just
no
admitted to it.
applicants or speckle wake.
Well, shortly after this, the room that
no
they had placed me in, Uchiha had set down a tent and lit it on fire, and about 6 first responders showed up, and they were all caught in the fire as well, so there's a little bit of evidence.
As well as Uchiha admitting to it. May I move on, Your Honor?
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, was Mr. Chang there during that incident?
Oh,
yeah,
objection,
this
no
is his-
relevant.
This is
Yeah,
detective agency.
what is the relevance to all this, Mr. Lano?
I'm trying to build that Mr. Chang and Mr. Uchiha in particular have been nonstop harassing, assaulting my clients and my co-counsel. And my co-counsel has a right and a reason to fear that. And since Uchiha did admit to what he
Not your
did,
co-counsel, it's your co-defendant. You're being sued.
that's okay. Yep, co-defendant.
All right.
That's my last question, though, regarding
All
that.
right, let's
That's my
get to
last
it.
question. Was Mr. Chang there during that incident with Uchiha in the in the room?
Huh?
This
Oh,
is Chang
yeah.
in the room?
Yep.
Yes,
he was in the room.
All right.
Okay. No further questions.
All right.
May I question?
What? Yep, Mr. Chang can question now. Go ahead.
Oh.
Hey, put the notes back down.
I know you're thrilled about it, so let's get it over with.
Just about as thrilled as you are.
All right. One moment here. I'm getting myself together.
Mr. Lee, after every question, can you translate it for me, please?
Yes, of course.
Dobbin, did you
What?
or did you not tase Mr. Kang?
I am
Objection,
going to
Lee.
translate.
That's
you
not
or
leading. It's a
did
yes
you
or no
not
question. He either did or he
tase
didn't.
Mr. Chang?
Oh, I thought we were just doing.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did.
Was the toe you were attempting to tow illegal?
Yes.
What was that, Mr. Lee? What did he ask?
Was
You
the
want to know?
toe he was attempting a regal
Okay,
against
got
the law, Your Honor?
Well, the
All
tow
right.
wasn't illegal. The car was illegally parked. The tow that I was
Where
attempting was completely legal.
Freya's car parked.
Objection, relevance. This has nothing to do between what
This is the
happened
whole
between Mr.
beginning of the
Lano and Mr. Chang.
situation.
Wait, what?
I kind of want to see where this goes for a slot moment, so we'll allow for a little bit.
What was the location the car was parked?
On the sidewalk.
You fucking
Please
lying
be
bastard.
more specific, sir. At the parking of this car.
I don't need to be more specific. It being on the sidewalk makes it illegal. Not only
What was
was it
the-
on the
well,
sidewalk, it was within
Mr.
within 15 feet of the intersection as well.
Mr. Steele, where was the car at? What was the location? I've seen the video. I know where it's at. So just say what was the car at.
What do you do? How, like, Los Santos? I don't know. How specific do you want me to get here?
You know what? I'll answer it for you. In front of the hospital. Now let's continue.
Was it your normal response to someone who doesn't want to tow their car?
Objection, relevant.
I will translate.
I don't know what he said. Hold on a second. Miss Kayden.
Mr. Steele, what is your normal response to someone who doesn't want you to tow their vehicle?
All right. What was the
Objection,
objection?
Relevant.
I want to hear this out.
Hell yeah, beat that motherfucker.
My normal reaction is to keep towing it.
It's the wise one.
In this situation, why did you choose to tase Mr. Chang?
Objection.
What in the
leading,
fuck does that have to do
speculation.
with? What does that have to do with the
In
towing?
this situation,
We
Can
asked
you ask
you
the
a
question
question,
again?
sir.
Ask it again.
Okay,
translate,
very well.
please.
First, we asked what your response is to someone who doesn't want you to tow their car. You answered to continue to tow it. We then asked, then why did you tase Mr. Chang?
I feel like you're trying to make it. You're trying to phrase it like
Yeah, it's
I
objection
stopped
leading.
towing.
You already admitted to tasing me. So why did you tase me?
What was
Your
the
Honor,
motivation, sir?
I never once heard him admit to tasing you.
He did.
I've
It was
heard
the
other
first
people say that he
question.
tased you.
Oh, I did. I tased the fuck out of him.
Why'd you
Judge,
tase
are
him?
you under the influence?
He
right now?
attacked my fiance.
Okay.
Was
Any
the
other questions, Mr.
tasing was the tasing not in response to Mr. Chang stopping what we believe is an illegal tow?
Listen, I
Objection,
can't even
speculation.
begin the mental gymnastics it would take to unwind
Jordan,
that
stop
fucking
speaking.
question.
Objection, made up
speculation.
words.
What?
Well,
Okay, the first objection is, what'd you say, it was speculation or leading? Which one?
Leaning and speculation.
What was the question, Mr. Lee?
The question, as I will phrase again, was, so here's the exact question I said, okay?
Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Did you not tase Mr. Chang as he was trying to interrupt the illegal tow?
I've never heard a question that led
What
as
in
much
the
as that
fuck?
question just led, Mr. Lee. You guys to be reworded.
Or you, or are you
don't-
not
you
a
believe the
sick
car-
fuck, Dorbin?
You're a
Okay,
sick fuck!
Your
Shit!
Honor, how
You're a
long
sick
are we gonna-
fuck!
Shut
How long
your
are we gonna
mouth!
let this go on?
You're a
Mr.
sick
Chang
fuck!
has been
Fuck,
badgering
you fucking
every
sick
single person
Fuck you,
in
you
this
sick
room.
fuck! You're sick!
Jordan,
You make a man
Jordan,
love
stop.
him! You make a man fall in love and then stab him in the back! You fucking Polito!
Do
You're
you
fucking
or
sick!
do you
You're
not want
You're
to
right.
Fucking sick!
who do I say? Oh, that worked.
Your Honor,
All right.
if I may.
I know we have transcripts of this court case, but I do know next door they are filming Jerry Springer. If you'd like to take this over there afterwards.
I've already done that.
Your Honor,
Yes, Miss Kayden.
if I may, I mean, I know I brought this up earlier, but Mr. Chang has been,
Okay.
like, incessantly harassing people in this
objection,
courtroom today.
waiting.
Incessively.
Oh my God, she's saying I do incest. That's disgusting.
Mr. Chang, you can't object. The question asked to a judge. Let's just simmer down here a moment. Take a breath. All right.
We have
Objection.
one last question for Mr. Steele.
All righty.
Yep.
What are the legal parking spots at the hospital? Where are you legally supposed
Objection.
to park?
Relevance.
At the hospital on hospital property.
Wait until, shush. Objection,
Ho.
relevant.
Say the question again, Mr. Lee.
Where are you supposed to park legally at the hospital?
How's this relevant at all?
Okay,
Fine then.
the whole scenario
question.
in which Mr. Chang was tased. It
I'm
was
going
mo-
to
We're proving
I'm going to
motive
sustain
for
that
the tasing.
objection. I don't see any relevant. Mr. Chang, what's your question?
Dorbin. Please answer truthfully. Dorbin. Why are you mentally ill?
Oh my God, Your Honor.
What was the
Yes,
problem?
sir.
Incessively. The objection is the relevance.
I'm going to. Jesus Christ. I'm going to sustain that. Mr. Chang, do you have any other questions?
Yes, I do.
Well, okay. Yep.
What's the question?
Dorbin. Do you or do you not
Wait,
want to
Chang,
fuck
before
me
you
right
go
now?
any further, who is Jorbin?
Oh my God.
Hey, that's the pet nickname he gave me.
Oh. Okay. All right. Question? Did you hear?
Do you want me to answer that?
Nobody
No.
objected.
This is completely relevant.
Objection.
This is
Objection,
completely
relevance. Objection, insanity.
Mr. Ch-
Completely irrelevant.
Let me explain myself, please, Judge.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, in the court of the law, if I'm piqued in any sort of curiosity where I feel like I really want to hear the outcome of a question, whether anyone else feels it's relevant or not, I'm allowed to. So I'm going to allow this question based off
Okay.
my curiosity.
Jordan, you may answer the question.
Do you Or do you not want to fuck me right now?
Yes.
Well then come and fuck me.
Was that a question?
I'm all yours.
Can I do that? I don't.
No, Jordan. Jordan, please.
Your Honor, is this?
This bad boy's all yours, baby. I'll keep that word to you.
Jordan, stop. You're gonna go to jail.
Your Honor,
What? I don't know what.
There's an
You're
orgy
gonna-
happening back there, and they're about to have sex on the podium. What do you want me to do here?
Jordan.
Enjoy the show, Mr.
Watch
Gabby.
as society consumes itself and tears itself apart.
I'm done with you.
I love rock and roll.
No,
Put
Kayden, no!
another dime in the
I'm done.
jukebox, baby.
Party, baby.
Kayden, no!
Kayden,
I'm done.
he's made his choice.
Nino, you
Alrighty.
wanna hang out after this? Oh, he's gone.
Dance with me.
I am going to go on my chambers for deliberation.
Thank you very much, Judge, for your time.
No. Please, Jordan. I want this to be over.
He can... Sure, Mr. Chang, come up to the stand.
No problem.
You can join our orgy later, Judge, if you'd like.
I'll consider it.
Judge, keep that in mind. That's my system, by the way.
Mr. Chang,
Yes, that is me.
you held me in your big, strong arms in the pouring rain, and you brushed my hair out of my face, and you looked me in the eyes, and you said, "I'm a man, and you're a man, and I want you to be my man forever."
I will
Because I love
eat your ass every night before we go to
Was it
bed.
a lie?
It was
Was it
not
a
a
lie?
lie. I love you.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, I'll have a couple questions before I go into my deliberation. Mr. Chang, I have a question for you.
Oh, sure.
Did Mr. Lotto stomp you while you were laying on the ground?
Yes, he did.
Mr.
Oh, right,
Steele,
that's what
did
this is
Mr.
about.
Lano stomp on him while he was on the ground?
Hold on.
I'll suck your dick.
Go
right
fuck yourself.
That's not, I prefer to answer, not that.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Is that what you need to do?
Oh, shit.
Is-
I'll take him out.
So, I guess you want to
Contempt.
be held in contempt. Is that what this is?
What was... No, yes, yeah, she did.
You did? Okay. Mr. Uchiha, did Mr. Lano stomp on Mr. Chang while he was on the ground?
Uchiha.
Alright, he's stoned out of his fucking mind. Okay, Mr. Lano,
She absolutely did. Big
did
time.
you stomp on Mr. Chang while he was on the ground?
I don't recall if he was on the ground, Your Honor. I do remember
You
defending
fucking
myself.
robotic bitch.
What was that?
Oh,
Yeah,
Was
man.
Windows fucking.
Honestly, at this point,
You are not
like-
human. Officer,
Oh,
take
my-
her down.
Alright,
Honestly,
Cyborg, I need you to
Your
calm
Honor.
down, Cyborg.
What?
You sound a little robotic on me.
I'm going
Yeah,
to translate, Your Honor.
little
I believe
auto-tune
she
it.
said yes. I did stomp on him.
Your Honor.
She's not even human, Your Honor.
She's
I
not even
know
it's-
human. What's that?
Emotion
Windows
was killer.
fucking 11?
What did you say there, Terminator? Did you stomp on him, yay or nay?
I don't recall stomping on him. I recall defending myself.
Alrighty,
Does she
I'm gonna go
know?
to my office for deliberation. If there's
Sorry,
any
just come
outbursts
back.
or any problems, anyone fighting, arguing, you'll be held in contempt and go to prison for 300 months.
Can I
Bang,
shoot
bang,
anybody in
baby.
contempt?
Mr. Chang, I have one question for you.
Yes.
How many people in this room have you slept with?
Ooh, I see. I fucked Taco a couple times. Uchiha's fucked me porn bone style. Jordan, I gave a blowjob. Flyer, we got it with the doggy.
party,
Doma,
baby.
Can I have my
Doma,
taser
ass.
back?
No, we never
You
had
took it from me
sex.
and you never gave it back.
We never had sex.
Yeah,
I just
I was
played.
gonna give it to you after
Oh,
the
and
court.
Tim we used to
Yeah.
get it
Okay.
on back in the day.
Alright.
Get it on.
Good to know, good to know. That's all I needed.
I think that went pretty well, honey.
Don't fucking talk to me.
Why?
What's wrong with her
Wait,
voice?
why is
Was
she a
that
robot?
fucking
What
Dot
happened?
Bot
I'm not
9000?
sure.
Mr.
You do
we
kind of sound
broke
like a
her.
robot right now. How are you doing?
We
That's that
broke her.
Stop bot
Destroy
9000
that.
right there, man.
This,
Let me tell you.
this happened to Nora once. Brain damage.
I'm Primo with the 5. Bro, this is coming to go. We all thought the RP was dead after Kayden used the video. This has turned into one of the
Your
funniest
defense
interactions
gave
you
her
ever had.
brain
Keep up the
damage.
great work, man. Yeah, I agree, dude.
Prosecution,
I
I
acted
guess.
impulsively at first too. I thought I was like, oh man, this is fucked now, but it turned out great. See, so that's why we just gotta remain chill, control ourselves, chat.
It was great. Great time.
It seemed like it occurred at the beginning. He did strike Mr. Dell'Anno. And then Mr. Steele did tase Mr. Chang afterwards, based off of the witness testimony, which I do find that to be faithful in self-defense of Mr. Dell'Anno.
Was.
Mr. Dell'Anno then took it upon himself after Mr. Chang was on the ground to stomp on him. I'm going to award no money to Mr. Chang from Mr. Steele because I feel that he did tase in self-defense. But, Mr. Dell'Anno, you were in the wrong, and Mr. Chang does deserve punitive damages, and I'm going to award him $37.
Hell fucking yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
My man.
Shit.
Okay, Your Honor, I'd like
Who's
to
the
start a
real warrior in this
countersuit
bitch?
for punitive
All right,
damages.
yeah, let's go. Round 2, countersuit.
I'd like to start a countersuit.
Boom, boom. Kind of to my eyes.
I
Most of
heard
the time-
a win. I heard
Mr. Dell'Anno,
win.
most of the time you kind of sue whenever you won and you win because you want to counter sue because you proved that you did nothing wrong, but you lost. You can't.
I
counter
would
sue.
like to take Mr. Chang
That's right.
to small claims court for
Kayden the
punching me in
warrior
the face,
has
Your Honor.
washed.
Wait, can I
to the
counter
superior
suit? I didn't
detective.
lose.
You wasn't
Easy.
attacked.
Yeah,
Your
but
Honor,
I'm here.
I'd like to take Mr. Chang to small claims court for his
There's
assault
not going
on
to be
me
any
with his
counter
That is
suing.
that
All right,
very
Miss Chang,
sexual
you
in
owe
case.
Mr. Chang
Mr.
the
Chang,
whopping amount of
case
$37.
is-
I need you to pay him so we can get out of here.
Easy.
Okay,
Gross.
what about my
brother.
small claims court, Your Honor? Should I file that?
It's
I'm
denied.
waiting for my money.
Damn,
Excuse me?
denied. Damn, rip.
It's
Oh,
denied.
I gotta make some money. What we
Why
do
is it
something.
denied, Your Honor?
Where my
Because
money?
I've heard the case. You're not going to get anything. It's denied.
But
You
the
owe
pain
Mr.
was
Chang
Thank you, Your
$37.
Easy.
Wait,
Good shit,
wait, but
Chang,
hold
good
on. He owes
Get
her.
fucked.
She owes him money for
$37.
stomping on him, but he's
$37.
not gonna give her any money for punching her in the face.
I guess you should have sued first.
Who got him?
Wow.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Chang.
Wow.
I guess she
God.
should have sued first.
Yes, you should have.
Yep.
Get your
You know,
money,
Mr.
Chang.
Chang?
Get your money. Get
You
your
know,
money.
Mr. Chang,
You
you
have to
actually
Pay
did a really
my
good job. I'm proud of you.
motherfucking money.
Give him his
well.
motherfucking money.
My knowledge
Damn.
is incredible.
There you go.
Hey,
All
hey,
right.
Mr. Chang, you did a
Uchiha,
great
you're
job.
half retarded and stoned as fuck. Maybe you could
You
be a judge too.
bitch.
Oh my God, you
Yeah.
said that word?
What?
Oh my God. He said the word.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it up.
Listen, I need you guys to leave the courthouse.
This court
Case
is
is
now
closed.
closed. It's closed.
All right.
Objection.
Good case, everyone.